Hey guys, I'm Hoose and welcome to another Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. Today, you're going to be watching the most intense, most informative, most amazing video ever. So I hope by the end of it you guys have liked it enough to maybe share it or whatever and show your friends, because this is probably the best place to get as much information as possible about Call of Duty Ghosts. So as you guys know, recently they had they announced that they were going to have a multiplayer reveal, and I was like, yay! And then I heard that tons of huge YouTubers and loads of like pro players and stuff were going to the event and they were going to get to play the game, and I was like, aww, because I really wanted to do that, so I was really disappointed. But obviously I couldn't be there at work anyway, so whatever. But yeah, today I'm going to be telling you as much as I can about the stuff that I know about the game. I don't know what gameplay is going to be in the background because I'm kind of doing this video in reverse. I'm kind of recording the audio and then I'm going to try and find a gameplay on my hard drive which fits. I really hope this isn't going to be too long, but let's get started because I've got a ton of stuff I need to talk about. So what happened today? So if you guys haven't seen the video, please do watch it. The multiplayer trailer that they showed was awesome. The game looks great, and I will be talking a lot about it in the coming weeks as well after this roundup video. So first, they announced that the game is going to come with 14 new maps, some of which we saw in the trailer and in the live stream. And there's going to be 7 new multiplayer modes, 2 of which I'm probably going to talk about, which I quite like. Search and Rescue, which is kind of like in between Search and Destroy and Kill Confirmed, in that it lets players revive you and vice versa on your team, instead of just giving you a single life like they do on Search and Destroy. And then there's Cranked as well, which lets players get new abilities every time they get a kill for a little bit of time. So each kill in Cranked, it'll start a countdown, and if you don't get a kill by the time the clock runs out, you'll explode, which is hilarious. And it's actually pretty cool. It sounds awesome. It sounds like the film actually, where he dies if he doesn't, charge himself up. If you guys haven't seen it, Cranked is a sick film with Jason Statham. It's a very ladsy film. Okay, then you've got 20 new kill streaks. That's going to be amazing. It's going to be insane. It'll be really interesting to see all of them. I'm going to talk about a couple of them in the later part of this video. Then the perk and class loadout is you're going to be able to customize 10 different players. Sort of, you'll have a base player and then you get to customize them, which is awesome. And there's going to be about 20,000 possible combinations, because you can also customize your appearances and equipment. The next one's amazing because it caters to a growing community, and that is the existence of a female soldier. There's a lot of people, a lot of girls who play Call of Duty, and it's really good to see them contribute to that. And unfortunately, you will find people, the jokes have already started coming in about choosing a girl, or if you kill a girl character, then, going and teabagging her and stuff. And that's just disrespectful, guys. Come on, show a bit of respect. But I'll probably do that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, next, as you gain experience in the game, as currently happens, you can use tokens to unlock weapons and stuff like that. That's going to carry on into the next one. However, attachments and kill streaks are not going to count towards stuff that can be chosen. As you know, you've got a 10 limit on Black Ops 2 right now. Attachments and kill streaks are not going to count to that. And biggest deal of all, there's no death streaks. So none of this bullshit. What's it called? Dead Man's Hand and Last Stand and all that BS, man. And Martyrdom, oh my god. Thank god none of those are going to be in. So that's going to be awesome. Then we've got 30 new weapons. 30! Seriously, it's going to be epic. It'll be interesting to see which ones are gone. But we'll see as the game comes out. Then they've got a new class of weapon. It's called a marksman rifle. So now what they've said is that it's more versatile than the classic sniper rifles, but it has more stopping power than assault rifle. So I have a feeling it's going to be really good for, like, if you're protecting an objective, like from far away rather than close up, or if you want to deal with sort of mid-range gunfights pretty easily, hopefully. Anyway, let's talk about some of the new perks. The new perks are going to be classed, I think. So you've got speed, and things like that. They're gonna have like agility in it and sleight of hand. Then you've got handling, which is you've got on the go, which means that you can reload whilst you're running, which is really sick. And you've got strong arm as well, things like that. So that lets you throw your equipment further and reduce the time that a grenade is cooking. Then you've got stealth type of perk, which it includes things like takedown, which lets you kill enemies without revealing where they died, which is really good because a lot of people use that feature where the skull and crossbones comes up on the UAV and it shows where teammates recently died. And off the grid, which allows players to get through the environment where they're not being detected, which is pretty cool. Then you've got awareness, which is obviously really good. It lets you detect current enemy equipment, and it improves the player's ability to be aware to their surroundings. So in terms of sound, visual, that kind of stuff. Then you've got resistance, which is really good because it lets you withstand damage, and it also regenerates your health a lot quicker. Then you've got equipment that allows you to have more equipment, attachments and ammo and that kind of thing. Then you've got elite, which is pretty cool because it's a new type of perk that allows and that includes ping. So basically a sonar's ping is activated when you kill an enemy, and it shows the nearby the teammate, the person who you killed. It shows their teammates nearby, which is pretty amazing. So I think people are going to haul that a lot. And then you've got things like Deadeye as well, which the more kills that you get, this sounds really interesting. The more kills that you get, the more damage your bullets do, which is amazing. It might be streak based. Yeah, it's consecutive kills. So the higher streak you're on, the more powerful your gun becomes, which is amazing. It's actually insane. Then some of the strike packages that they have are assault and support, like in Modern Warfare 3. They include some of the kill streaks, and that include the SATCOM, which allows you to utilize your satellite communications and relay enemy movements, which is pretty cool. So if you can drop multiple ones around the map, and it's kind of like triangulation. You can see where the nearest players are. That's going to be awesome. Then you've got guard dog, which is freaking epic. It's kind of like it's like the escort drone but on the ground, which is pretty cool. We'll see if that's Riley from the game or not. Then you've got maniac. So you can call in an advanced juggernaut armor via the care package, which is freaking amazing. So it'll be interesting to see if they make it like in Modern Warfare 3 where you get all slow and stuff. But yeah, again, that'll be pretty interesting. I'm sure there'll be lots of videos on that soon. Then the support ones, which are the ones which don't get affected even if you die, are Night Owl. So basically it's like a little drone, and it detects enemies and depending on how close they are to you, and it protects you from explosives as well, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a lesser version of death streaks, but it doesn't affect good players. Basically, it only helps the bad players, which is pretty much what death streaks should have been in the first place. But anyway, then you've got this MAAWS, which is the Moors. I don't know what that is. Anyway, you've got laser targets to guide missiles from the free fire shouldered mounted rocket launcher. So I'd imagine that's kind of like a one shot kills several people kind of thing. I don't know what that is. That'll be really interesting to see. Then you've got the Helo Scout, which is it provides sniper support for your team aboard a controllable helicopter. So basically it's like having a flying sniper, which is insane. Hopefully there won't be any quickscoping going on, but we'll see. As they mentioned before, in Call of Duty Ghosts, they're going to have dynamic map events, which if you're a Battlefield player, you're going to be used to, and you're going to be like, ha, Battlefield had this fucking ages ago. Apologize, my friend. I apologize for my French. Yeah, that'll be cool to see how they implement it, whether everything's going to be destructible or whether it's just going to be certain things, if it's going to be scripted or whatever. But we'll see. Then this is good, given that we've got a new generation of consoles and games coming up. You can actually transfer your stats from console to console, which means that I think that it'll be two-way. So even if you go from Xbox to Xbox 360 to Xbox One, you'll also be able to go from Xbox One to Xbox 360 in case like you want to keep your old console or whatever. And it might be cross-platform as well. So like you might be able to go from Xbox 360 to PS4 or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Then, last but not least, they've also announced a lot of special editions. This is kind of where they get you, but it's also good depending on which one you get. I probably won't get the Prestige one because that is just a complete rip-off. Sorry, my computer's just gone to sleep. But I will probably consider getting the hardened one because I want to get all of the DLC. So what the hardened one includes, it's oh wait, let me talk about the season pass. So you can get a season pass. It's $49.99. I don't know how much that is in pounds. I don't think they've announced a price yet, but that includes access to all 4 DLC map packs, which is pretty good. And then you can also, if you pre-order the season pass, you get this Ghost Team Leader pack, which is like a, you know, I mentioned the 10 characters that you can customize. You get a special one for Ghosts, which is pretty cool. You also get things like calling cards and emblems and all that as well if you pre-order, which is pretty cool. Then you can also get the hardened edition on all 4 of the console variations. So you've got the 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and with that you get a copy of the game, you get an access to the Ghost Season Pass, which is standard, obviously. You get the Steelbook packaging, which is alright. I don't know what a paracord strap is. I'm probably going to look this up and find out what it actually is. Then you've got, obviously, the digital content, like the player patch, card, background. Oh, you get the official soundtrack as well, which if you're extremely nerdy you might listen to. Unless it's epic. If it's epic, you know, it could be really good for like YouTube videos as well, especially if you rip it to your computer. Then you've also got the Prestige Edition, which is $200 US, which is extremely expensive for a game, man. Come on, what is that? But basically, you get everything that was in the hardened one that I just mentioned, but you also get a full 1080p HD, water-resistant, wide-angle mounted, wearable camera based on the actual helmet featured in the game itself. Wow. It sounds like a GoPro. I'm really not sure. This is just such a huge gimmick. I'm really skeptical of these kind of things. I always think there's better ways to spend your money. But yeah, so that comes with 3 attachments, different ways to attach it to things. It comes with a 4 gig memory card, editing software, and batteries. If you're into that kind of stuff, go for it. But I'm probably just going to go for the hardened or the standard one with the season pass. But we'll see. Last but not least, whenever you do pre-order these 2 versions, you do get the freeform map, which is included if you pre-order the game, even the standard game. Actually, if you pre-order all of these, you will get the freeform map, which is freaking... I mean, it's awesome to get an extra map, right? Because we're always looking for new maps. There will inevitably be ones that no one ever wants to play, so having that extra map will always come in handy. But yeah, okay, so that's all of the content covered. I last but not least want to encourage you guys to, if you've stuck around this far, thank you so much. That's awesome. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope there's a good gameplay in the background. But yeah, I want to ask you guys if you want me to talk a bit more in depth. This was just a very quick overview. I just want to ask you if you want me to cover any of the things that I have talked about in depth. Hopefully by the time it comes to making my next video, I will have a lot more information about the stuff that I've talked about. So please do feel free to leave comments, get in touch with us, send messages, tweet us, whatever you guys want to do, however you want to get in touch, do let us know. Essentially, this YouTube channel is a way for you as well to see the videos that you want. So do make requests, ask us if you want to see something. I've had a few requests for FIFA, so I'll be getting on that very soon on Friday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the end of this video. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I hope you guys have too, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Cheerio.
Fucking smash that so hard.